How's it going, everyone? Equinox Phoenix here, and in today's video, holy crap, I'm stuttering again. um, in today's video, I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinion on Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. First and foremost, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, specifically, just in case in like 5, 6 years time, there's a Johto Let's Go game. Let's Go is first and foremost currently Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. The ones we have now are Pokemon Yellow. They are a reimagining of Pokemon Yellow. Looking at the games for what they are, not for the memes, not for the hate that people want to spout sometimes. Just look at them for what they are. They are a reimagining of Pokemon Yellow, a Gen 1 game in Switch, full 1080p Switch graphics. Now, this game isn't, like game of the year, obviously. Like, I think that was Red Dead or something this year. Pokemon Let's Go, as I said, like 4 times now, I'm rambling a little bit. These are my raw thoughts. My mind tends to repeat sometimes. It's a reimagining of Yellow, and as such, Pokemon Yellow had no items, no abilities. That wasn't around during Gen 1. So this game does not have them. Now, does this make Let's Go less of a Pokemon game? No, it is just as much a main series game as Pokemon Yellow. Pokemon Yellow didn't have abilities or items. It is a main series game. A lot of people will argue that Let's Go isn't a main series game because it lacks items and abilities, which isn't true. Game Freak has claimed them to Let's Go. Now, let's dig into the actual game itself. You start Gen 1 introduction, sort of, you know, you pick your name, you pick your rival, same as any other main series game. I might mention that a few more times. The biggest thing a lot of people find issue with is the fact that your rival is a friendly rival. Now, to be honest, we haven't had a jerk rival since Gen 2. Moreover than that, Blue, the Gen 1 rival, toned down his jerkiness. I almost put air quotes around jerkiness. He toned down his jerkiness after you beat him as a champion. Now, we never get to see this aspects of him in Red, Blue, and Yellow. And I don't remember Fire Red and Leaf Green. It was 14 years ago. Very much. I'll probably replay them sometime on the channel soon. I don't know. It's up to you guys if we have the time. But he does tone it down. You know, Oak tells him the reason you lost is because you're too much out there. That's why in Gold, Silver, and Crystal, or in the remakes Hard Gold, Soul Silver, he's an okay dude. You know, he's not a jerk, and he's a gym leader. You know, it's because of that, and that's also why in these very games, obviously, if you're watching a review of this game or on my thoughts on it, you've played the game, or you don't mind spoilers. In these games, he's nice. It's because this game takes place maybe about a year after the original Gen 1 game's timeline, if not a little less, roughly a year. So he's already been beaten by Red. So Oak's already given him that lecture. Now we could get, I guess, to the changes. I mean, come on, a lot of the stuff has changed. In this game, you get Pikachu or Eevee if you play Let's Go Eevee. Me personally, I've been waiting for a Yellow remake since 2004. I wanted a Yellow remake in 2004 when Fire Red Leaf Green came out. Once Gen 4 came out, I gave up on that idea. And Game Freak doing what they always do, oh, you expect no remake for this game, right? You gave up, right? No, they released it 14 years later. It is it is something. That's for sure. I really should clean my closet. Um, these games, for what they are, they're amazing. Now, you go through Kanto just like any Kanto game. You battle your rival periodically. The gym leaders. Some of the gym leaders have higher levels. I think some of them also have lower levels. A lot of people were worried this game was going to be an easy game. I put full air quotes, but like my hand was, it's right here. I should probably keep my hand up. That where did this give me an easy game? Yeah, no. After playing through it, you can watch my Let's Play. You get hit with some semi-competitive strats here. Like they're not like fully, VGC competitive. Obviously, there's a limit to these things, but you honestly, the graphics are beautiful. You get like semi-competitive strats. You get like you get wall. There are walls in this game. Like there's actually some difficulty to it, and if you're not careful, you'll lose. I don't think I've seen anyone completely fail a gym yet. I think. Oh, I did in the post game. Getting ready for shiny hunting. Because of stream and stuff. I got walled by Misty because I only brought in Mew and she burned my Mew. And so it died from the burns. So yeah, there is difficulty to this game, not to worry. This game isn't overly simplified or hand-holdy. There's literally the one catching tutorial when you catch your starter, and after that it lets you run wild for the most part. Like there's no hand-holdy bits. Sure, your rival gets it shows up every once in a while, but I mean that's in every game. It's no different than Hard Gold Soul Silver or Diamond and Pearl or Emerald or Platinum or Ruby and Sapphire or Fire Red and Leaf Green. Well, I mean it's a little different than all those games. This game is in full 1080p graphics. I should have scripted this better, but we're doing this raw, so who cares? This game is in 1080p graphics. It's full HD. I may have mentioned that earlier in the video. I don't remember, so that's why I'm reiterating it again. Now, some people have complained that it's in 1080p 30 and not 60, but this game, if you go to Viridian City, it walls the Switch. It actually pushes the Switch to its limits. In Viridian City, that's the beginning of the game. Like, we're talking about the beginning of the game, and I need a better camera, apparently. We need better hardware to run it in 1080p. At 1080p 30, we get walled. It causes severe lag if you put it in handheld mode and even in docked mode. It lags in Viridian sometimes. I've seen it. And to be quite frank, the difficulty isn't lowered. It's actually maybe higher. It's full 1080p. Like, I'm sorry, I don't think I have any PS4 games that run in 1080p 60 on a PS4 Pro. So that's not really an issue. It's not a PC game. It's a console game, guys. We're not there yet. Mm, Team Rocket's included. Jesse and James. But that's a yellow thing. They were in yellow. The graphics are honestly beautiful. It looks amazing, and people are complaining over like minor bits, like, oh, it's a friendly rival. We've had friendly rivals since Gen 3. Wally was a rival in Gen 3, and he was sick. I think he was. We don't actually ever find out what's wrong with Wally, do we? But that's not. That's a topic for another video. And some would say, what about John? What about May and Brendan? They weren't really your rivals. They were the professor's assistant, kind of like Don and Lucas in the Sinnoh games. They're not really rivals, they're just kind of there. And you occasionally fight them. Like, make no mistake, your thing in Hoenn was Wally. But yeah, we've had friendly rivals for a while now. Like, it's to be expected. I think Gladion was the least friendly rival we've had in a while. But even he wasn't a proper rival. Well, anyway, back to Let's Go. We've gone on a tangent. I do that. Come to my streams. The linked in description down below. Like, you'll see me go on tangents a lot if you talk in chat. But anyway, the game is beautiful. The levels aren't nerfed. The game isn't nerfed in any way. The rival, it doesn't matter. The catching mechanics, oh my god, because that is the main selling point of Let's Go. That is one of the main selling points. It's supposed to be a bridge between. It's Pokemon Yellow on the Switch, as if it was released first time, like Pokemon first thing, like Pokemania back in the 90s started now instead of in the 90s. Like, that's what it is. It's 99% Pokemon Yellow. But it also has some Go mechanics. And a lot of people were memeing on Twitter and in YouTube and Twitch and all of that, calling it Pokemon Go on the Switch. It's not Pokemon Go, it's Pokemon Yellow on the Switch. If you're gonna call it another game, it's Pokemon Yellow. It's its own game though, so like, let's take it for what it is. It's a Kanto game. It's a Kanto Switch game. It's a Switch Kanto game, whatever you want to call it. The Go mechanics. Let's move on to that. The catching mechanics. I will be the first to admit, the catching mechanics in Pokemon Let's Go are the most awkward thing on the planet. You hold your hand like this with the Joy-Con and you like swing down, or you hold it straight and you swing up. I literally pulled my Joy-Con out of one of my Switches for that. Yeah, I have two Switches. I think I mentioned that in the first episode of the Let's Play, so that should be no surprise. The thing is, they're broken. Like, oh my god, the motion controls on this game are actually broken. That is a fault. And the fact that the only way to level up properly is to catch Pokemon makes it really annoying. Another thing that's really, really annoying about the games is that the Pokemon move side to side, and with the motion controls being broken, I could move my arm to the right. Like, I could literally swing it across. That was my phone. I hope you guys didn't hear that. But I could swing my arm across to the right. And the Joy-Con will go to the left a little bit. It'll go like maybe 10 degrees to the left instead of going straight. Or to the right all the way. Or whatever. And some ones are like, you have to like go into handheld mode. Or just Master Ball it. Like, it is the most aggravating thing about this game. Is catching Pokemon. And for a franchise that's all about catching them all, that's actually a problem. One more minor detail I didn't like was Mew. It saves before you get it immediately and gives it to you. Not like you go to a delivery guy in the Pokemon Center or the Pokemart or whatever. No. It gives it to you through the menu option. But you can't soft reset for nature, so the nature you get is the nature you get. But but Mew's a mythical, no one cares about that. The Pokeball controller, oh my god. A lot of people were complaining that this thing is just buying Mew. No, it's a full controller. You can actually use it in the home menu. I've done it. And I would show you guys, but I don't want to switch scenes in OBS. I can't be bothered. If you come to streams, I'll show you. But you can use this in the home menu. It is pretty interesting. Like, you can't do much with it. It's only got 2 buttons. But more importantly than it being a controller or a way to get Mew, it allows you to get candy in Let's Go for mythicals. You take your Pokemon on a stroll, put it in the Pokemon Plus, and you go for a walk. You know, play Pokemon Go while you're at it. You know, the game is meant to connect to Pokemon Go. So play Pokemon Go, go for a walk for a bit, and when you come back, you've gained experience, and you get candy. This allows you to get Meltan and Mew candy, and Mewtwo and Moltres and Zapdos and Articuno and the legendaries, all the legendaries and stuff. Because you can only catch one of those in the game, except for the birds. But the birds you have to catch the stationary one first, and it vibrated for a second. I don't know why. Uh, but yeah, this game gives you. This game has. I played through it 3 times. You guys saw one of those playthroughs, and then I had 2 offline playthroughs of one of each. I'm gonna play through it a 4th time. The games are great, honestly. The games are great. They are some of the best games out there for Pokemon. Like, they're not my favorite. My favorites are Heart Gold, Soul Silver. I'm a Johto kid. I always have been, always will be. I started in Silver, and then moved to Gold, and then I got Ruby. But the games aren't as bad as people made out to be. They're not. They're nowhere near as bad as that. They are good for what they are supposed to be. Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee are good games for what they are supposed to be. I should probably close the video because it's almost 20 minutes long. But I don't know if I covered all the topics. This game has this game shows us the potential for Generation 8. And the fact that it's already pushing the Switch to its limits means that great things will come, not only from Nintendo, hopefully getting us a more powerful version of the Switch, but from Generation 8. I expect amazing things from Game Freak. Game Freak did a good job. Honestly, they did a great job with these games. They went above and beyond. If you take the memes, you look at it, take the nostalgia, the memes, and just ask the game for what it is. Ask the game to give us what it's supposed to be. A reimagining of Yellow. It's a Kanto game. Take it that way, and it is a great game. It has its faults, as do all games. Whether it's the original Red and Blue and Yellow for us Westerners, or Red and Green and Yellow for those in Japan, or if it's Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. That's a topic for another time. But they are great games. Now, since this is supposed to be... I want to make this a discussion. I want you guys to tell me your thoughts and opinions on Let's Go. I'm going to give you my rating of the games, and then I'm going to do an outro. I give these games a 9. Just because they're not perfect. They're great. They are great. They are great games. Some of the best. I would say they're in my top 5, maybe, because I don't... I've hit my mic at least 3 times now. I don't do nostalgia. My first games were Silver and Gold, and I know they're terrible games. Gold and Silver are my favorites. I know they're terrible games. But these games, they get a 9 from me. A 9 out of 10. Before anyone's like, oh, you gave it a 9 out of 20. No, I give it a 9 out of a 10. They loses 1 point for the catching mechanics. The Go connectivity is awesome. It's amazing. That was supposed to be in the earlier Gen 7 games. Because for a main series game, this has everything it needs. It has gyms, or their equivalents. It has a Pokemon League. It has Pokemon to catch. It has a Shiny Charm, for those who want a Shiny Charm. A Shiny Hunt in these games. Okay, I just got a really funny message. Anyway, these games get a 9 out of 10 for me. I want to know your thoughts and opinions, guys. So tell me in the comments section down below. That's going to be it for this video. I've rambled enough as it is. I will see you guys next time, and as always, stay bright.